Hello everyone. We were discussing chapter Kingdom Classification. So yesterday's class we have seen the five kingdom classification. In five kingdom classification we have seen that the organisms are classifying into several groups and we called that groups as kingdom. Okay. So the process of naming and classification of animals and plants into groups with a particular system is known as taxonomy. Okay, what is that? Taxonomy. So what is taxonomy? Taxonomy means a process by which we can give a name and we can classify the animals and plants into groups based on their particular characters. Okay, that is what is known as taxonomy. Yesterday we have seen the kingdom classification, and actually the kingdom is again dividing into phylums or division. The kingdom, if we are classifying the animals, the kingdom which consists of animals, we will call it as phylum. Okay, in the case of animals the kingdom is dividing again into phylums. In the case of plants the kingdom is dividing into division. Several divisions will be there in a kingdom. Several phylums will be there in a kingdom, and these phylums or division are again dividing into several classes. Okay, and these classes are again dividing into several orders, and the order is again dividing into many families, and the families are again dividing into several genus, and the genus are again dividing into several species. So this is the criteria, or this is the system of taxonomy. What was that? Kingdom is again dividing into phylum or division, and the phylum and division is depends upon whether we are dividing an animal kingdom, we will call as phylum, or if it is a plant one we are calling it as division. Okay, and the phylum or division is again dividing into many classes. In a phylum or a division many classes will be there. In a single class many orders will be there. In a single order many families will be there. In a family there are several genus will be there, and in one genus several species will be there. This is the system. Have you got it? Okay, and yesterday we have seen kingdom Monera. What are the basic characters of kingdom Monera? Monera is a unicellular organism. Okay, unicellular means only one cell will be there. It is a single cellular organism, and it is a prokaryote. What do you mean by prokaryote? Doesn't have a definite nucleus, or the nucleus doesn't have a membrane, and the organelles is also not having a membrane. Okay, that kind of organisms are known as prokaryote. So Monera is a unicellular prokaryotic organism. Example, we can take bacteria. Okay, and the next one is Protista. Protista means it is also a unicellular organism. Unicellular organism means single celled organism, but it is a eukaryote. Eukaryote means what? In this organism a definite nucleus is there. Okay, and this will be heterotropic or autotropic in nature. What do you mean by heterotropic and what do you mean by autotropic? Autotropic means the organism which can prepare its own food. Okay, its own food means its own energy it can prepare itself. Okay, that type of organisms are known as autotrophs. The energy which required is going to prepare in that particular body itself. These type of organisms are known as autotrophs, and the Protista can be autotroph, otherwise it can be a heterotroph. Heterotroph means this organism is depending upon others for its energy. Okay, Protista can be both heterotroph or autotroph. And the next class is fungi. Okay, fungi is what are the basic characters of fungi? Fungi is a eukaryote, means it has got a definite nucleus, and it is a multicellular organism. Up to Protista it was unicellular. Here it is a multicellular organism, and it has got a cell wall. Okay, fungi has got a cell wall, but it is not doing photosynthesis. It is heterotrophic in nature. So what are the basic factors about fungi? Fungi is a eukaryotic organism, means definite nucleus is there. Multicellular organism means many cells are there. It has got a cell wall and it is heterotrophic in nature, means it is depending upon other organism for its energy. Mainly fungus are saprophytic in nature. So for example, we can take mushroom. Mushroom is a fungus actually. So what mushroom is doing? The mushroom is depending upon this dead or decay material it will be. You know that mushrooms, where the mushrooms are living, okay, it will be decayed material. So the mushroom has got these root-like projections. It has got through this portion. It is producing its own digestive enzyme. Okay, the digestive enzyme will be present inside the body of the mushroom, but it is not digesting the food inside the body, but what it is doing, it is releasing the digestive enzyme where it is living. Okay, the digestive enzyme is releasing here outside and the digestion is taking place outside, and after the digestion it will absorb. Okay, that is what is happening here in the mushroom. So what it is doing, the digestive enzyme present in the mushroom will get released outside. Now the digestive enzyme is outside and it is digesting the material outside. After digestion, the digested food will get reabsorbed by the microbe. Mushroom. Okay, so it is a heterotrophic organism. Fungus is a heterotrophic one. And the next one is Plantae. A Plantae means it is a eukaryote. Eukaryote means what? Definite nucleus, multicellular, many cells are present, and it is also a cell wall one, and it is doing photosynthesis, means it is an autotroph. Autotroph means it is preparing its own food for the survival. By photosynthesis, what it is doing? It is producing its own energy. Okay, and all the other organisms are depending upon autotrophs for its energy. So Plantae are eukaryote, multicellular, cell-walled organism, and they are autotrophs. Okay, autotrophs means they are producing their own energy for the survival. And the next one is Animalia. Animalia is the last class or the fifth class. It is also eukaryote, multicellular, and the specialty is that it doesn't have a cell wall, and they are also heterotrophs in nature. Heterotrophic in nature. Heterotrophic means we all are included in Animalia. You know that we have to eat something. Okay, we are always depending upon other organism for our energy. Okay, so we all are heterotrophs. So all these are the several characters of 5 kingdoms, and the next type of classification or the details of the classification that we are going to take in the next video. Thank you.